What's up, YouTube? So I did my leg workout and my cardio and I killed it, and then I had an appointment that you dudes don't need to know about, but it's basically for a bikini when I get up on stage, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But now Steve and I are vegging on the couch. Well, we're still working client work, but we are very low energy right now, and I just got my plan from Nick, and so I check in with him every day, and I send him photos. I'll show you guys what I looked like today, but I send him photos and weight, and then he tells me basically what to do from there each day, like cardio and macro wise. And today I checked in, and we're basically gonna follow my extremely low carb, high fat plan until Wednesday. Things might change, but probably not. And then I'm gonna stick with the 45-minute cardio up until then. I was honestly expecting it to get to this. I just didn't know when. And I am happy with it because it sounds crazy, but I do have to get a little bit leaner before stage, which was our plan, to kind of push it the last week. And you guys may look at me and you're gonna be like, girl, you're so lean, but bodybuilding is very extreme sport, and to get stage lean, you have to really push it, no matter who you are.
The way she got stage lean this year, flexible dieting. People think it's not possible to lose weight with flexible dieting, but if you're, and I did the same thing, you're able to get to these crazy body fat levels with flexible dieting. We kind of gear towards more whole foods towards the end of the process, like the last week and a half, would you say, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Just to make sure that everything's dialed in, there's no added variables, but I think that's just a testament to eating, you can eat processed foods, just do it in moderation.
Right.
Track your stuff.
Flexible dieting, a lot of competitors are afraid of it because they've never really tried it before and they don't want to risk it, but I've used flexible dieting my whole prep, and flexible dieting doesn't necessarily mean to throw in junk foods. It means, to be flexible with what kind of protein you're eating, what kind of carbs you're eating. And I stick to things that my body likes and digests easily, things that make my skin clear, things that make my teeth whiter. I mean, that's all nutrient-dense foods. And obviously on off-season, processed foods are going to get thrown in there every single day because I love it. But on prep, we do keep it nutrient dense, especially this last week. I cut out, actually, I'm gonna continue talking about peak week in a little bit because there's a lot of details, but I did want to show you guys my checking photos.
Sorry.
It's okay. Alright, so this was this morning. Yesterday I hit a new low weigh-in for prep, so that's very exciting. My back shot.
You talking about Justin?
Oh no, I will. And here's my little side shot. So, getting excited. Very excited. Things are tightening up as we planned. And I don't really show my progress on Instagram because they don't really understand my life like you guys do. We're pretty close. And so I share my progress on here and not necessarily Instagram because they just don't understand the extremeness, But if you're a regular person, like dieting for fun, please don't try and get this lean because it's not really safe. I mean, we've done it safe up until this point, but this last week we gotta really push. So I'm just here to say to you guys, you don't need to get this lean for like a beach vacation or for one of your goals. But for a bikini competition, this is what is needed, especially nationally.
Apples to oranges.
Oh, okay, Steve wants to tell you one more thing.
So, we got some pretty exciting news as far as our show day in Chicago. Actually, before the show, when we get there, during, and we're probably gonna do after, we got
name's Justin Parker, and he went to Purdue with us. We met there because he was into competing and I was going into my first show, and he actually, like, when I placed at my first show or whatever, he reposted me on his Facebook. I'll never forget this. He was like, Taylor Chamberlain is gonna be a house name and I believe in her so much, and I'll always remember that.
Never forget.
I'll never forget that because it meant a lot to me, because I was just like starting out and he believed in me so much. So he's gonna record everything for you guys, and I'm so excited. It's gonna be so cool because vlogs are cool, but vlogs also stress me out a little bit on show day. So I'm gonna vlog a little bit, but he's gonna take over.
We were thinking, like, you know, get the more personal side on a vlog, and then we'll see how this edit goes for Justin. So we'll have probably 2 separate vlogs.
We might have 2 separate videos. We'll kind of plan that out. But yeah, we're very excited. Steve and I are also about to go get our nails done.
I am. I've never had my
He's never got a pedicure before, and he's about to get one. So
I've never got my nails did. So I'm like a pretty girl.
Pretty girl. All right, guys. Today is my last leg workout, real leg workout before peak week. And to be honest, I do not want to go in there at all. Like, energy right now, my body's like, hell nah. You are not going to go train legs and you're not going to do cardio. But you know what? My mindset is stronger than my body, so I'm going to tell it what's up. But I'm going to go in there and kill some legs. It's not going to be the best workout. Actually, yes it is. It's going to be the best workout I've ever had. And then I'm going to do cardio and posing after. I honestly don't know if I'm going to record this workout because I want to be present. I want to be in the moment, and I want to give this workout my all because I really do need to. But yeah, so it's time. I'm going to go kill it. And I'll talk to you guys after. Let you know how it went.
We'll go for the summer. When I'm lying, boy, got your body on my mind. You make my heart beat faster. I'll be as with desire.
Current situation. How does it feel, Steven?
Man, I've been missing out. I'll be a girl.
He came in and sat down. He's like, this is what you guys do. I'm dead.
My rounds, rounds, rounds. I want your love.
Currently dying. Just got back into the apartment from the nail salon and a couple other errands. And now, oh my god, 3rd day low carb. Only the 3rd day. We still have like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 5 more days of low carb. But it's okay. I need it. I want it. Right, Zoe? She's excited for it. She's like, whoop. Okay. Yeah, that's Steven up there on the couch. He's currently dying too. But, yeah, so the rest of the night, I have like work to do on my laptop, but I don't have the energy to do it, but I have to do it. So I'm gonna get it done, and then we're gonna watch a show. Yeah, guys, peak week feels. Peak week feels happens every time. It does get easier. What is that? It does get easier as the more times you do it, is what I think. It gets easier, but ow, no! You don't care about me. She's like, shoot, she caught me on film. Alright. I have to get away from her. Ow, you made me get up. Okay, well, I'm gonna, whoa. Oh my god. I need to go now. I need to go. I'll see you guys in the next clip. These are me nails, by the way. The classic, classy, Frenchy. These are my real nails, and then I have them put acrylic on top. She approves. Hello, YouTube. Guess what day it is?
I think it's the start of peak week for Taylor.
Oh! It's peak week. It's almost 4 p.m. so I'm getting a late start to vlogging today, but the reason was because we Instagram lived my first depletion workout today, so that would have just been like too much multitasking. But
You can tell him what you did. And I want to clarify something. My peak week starts tomorrow.
his peak week starts tomorrow because my prejudging's on Friday and his is on Saturday. So we unfortunately don't have the same workout schedule like we thought we would have. But that's alright. So for peak week, I'm gonna go into more details. I'm gonna like do a sit down video here in a second when I get to my parents because we're chilling with them, with my family. But basically we did 5 exercises. We hit up quads, hams, glutes, and just overall legs. So I'll go over that here in a bit, but just wanted to let you know what's up. Hey, and we're 6 days out. 6 days out. Oh my gosh. It's so beautiful. I have to document it.
It's Peachwood.
Man. And there's beets.
The bowl.
I know, I picked it out with Mom.
Oh, you
I did.
did. No, girls, you can't come on my lap. They're both trying to come on my lap.
Yummies. Yummy.
So we're at Kroger. What are we getting? It's a really short list.
I'll explain more at home, but we're keeping all variables the same this week.
Correct.
So, and I'll tell you more why, but we're getting about like 2 sources of protein, a couple sources of carbs, a couple sources of fats. So that's why we're here at 8 p.m. so that we can start doing that.
So we've been up and down all day energy-wise. Right now, I feel like I can walk around the store, but if you'd have talked to me an hour and a half or 2 hours ago, I would have said, there's no way. So this has been a fun experience for me because it hasn't been necessarily fun, but eye-opening. Because this is kind of the stuff that Taylor went through last prep, and I'm getting the feels. I'm definitely getting the feels.
What's up, YouTube? It's Sunday. We are 5 days out from Junior Nationals. That's crazy to think about, and I can't believe we're 5 days out. As you know, we've been on prep for like 17 weeks. This is our last week, so entire prep would be 18 weeks. So this has been a long journey, but we're very excited. And last night we ended up just getting home and passing out, and I was going to tell you all about peak week, but we just were way too exhausted. So another thing that happened to me that was really great is I started my cycle, and that's huge in this sport, because when you have your cycle on show day, like I have the past 3 shows, it messes with your physique like crazy, especially for me. So you hold water, you're bloated, your body doesn't digest food as well. Ugh, it's seriously the worst thing ever. So this has happened to me every single peak week, and it's taken a while to figure my body out, but we have figured out that keeping fats in, healthy fats in my diet, keeping them high, really helps my body and hormones stay regulated. And then I have clients who sometimes that works for them too, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes we have to lower their physical activity. but overall, you should be getting your cycle. And yeah, so I'm really thankful, and I'm in a lot of pain, and I'm on literally low carb, but I'm still so grateful. I feel like God was watching over me. I was like praying about this because I have been like on track to get it on show day, and I'm just like so excited that I'm not, and it's huge, guys. This is huge. This has been something Nick and I have been trying to nail down the entire prep, because this is something that happened to us last junior nationals, and it really hurt us in a lot of ways. So my day, my week, my life has been made, and I know this is like awkward topic for the dudes, but it definitely sucks when you go up there and you're on your cycle. So yes, very happy about that. Very happy. And yeah, so we just got done with church. We're about to get dressed, we're about to head to the gym. I have a quick depletion workout. I don't know what it is, some type of upper body. And then I have 45 minutes of cardio. Steve has no cardio today, and he's doing his depletion leg workout. And then we're gonna go from there. Alright guys, so I'm now going to talk about peak week and what we do. Keep in mind, everyone's body is different. Everyone coaches differently. There's so many different techniques and methods to use, but I'm going to explain kind of what Nick and I do that work for my body, just because I've brought you guys through this entire experience, and so I thought I would share a little bit of what we do for myself. But it takes a lot of trial and error. I've done 4 shows, which obviously isn't that many, but you can't nail down your peak week on the very first show. You have to let your coach kind of figure things out, figure out how your body works to a T. There are standard protocols that you can go by for your first show, and sometimes people get it dead on the first try, and sometimes they need a couple tries to figure out what works and what doesn't. But here's what works for me. So what we do is we first go into peak week with a water load and a salt load. A water load is basically so that your body gets used to expelling a ton of water, so that on show day, when you cut water and only drink a little bit of sips with your meals, not cut water completely, but just cut it enough, your body is used to expelling water, so it's used to doing it on its own. It doesn't need the 3 gallons or whatever you're used to consuming that previous week. So that's the reason why you want a water load. We water load, we take 50% increase from the water that I usually drink. So we do about 3-ish gallons every day from 7 days out. The night of the show, we're gonna cut water when I go to bed, and then when I wake up, I'll have about 4 ounces with my meals. You don't want to cut water completely, in my opinion, because when you take in carbs, you're going to want to take in water too. Otherwise, carbs are just going to stay in your... There's a bee. Oh God. Okay, sorry. The bee, I'm afraid it's going to sting me. My face is going to swell up on show day. That's like a huge fear. Okay, so salt load, we take, so as you guys know, I eat salt with every single one of my meals. So my body's used to taking that in. But what we want to do is increase it very slightly, so that the day before show day, I take away salt just a little bit, make a little bit of a gradient so that your body continues to expel water even more by making that little salt gradient, sodium gradient. Because when you take in more sodium, your body's obviously going to hold more water, unless you're used to that amount of sodium, that is. So that's what we do with salt and water. Now depletion. So a lot of people's bodies, again, respond very differently. But for my body, I feel like I have to go into a depletion for a while in order to be able to carb up so that I look full but not bloated or watery, which it has been very hard to figure this out. But I think that I'll probably have done like a 7-day depletion, maybe 6-day depletion, until I start pulling in carbs again. So as you guys know, I started low carb, high fat on this past Wednesday. We'll do that all the way until probably this coming Wednesday. This coming Wednesday, we'll add in a little bit of carbs, and then Thursday and Friday, we'll start to really carb up. So that's what we do with carbs. With food, this is huge. My thing is, you know, some people can really be okay on a dirty load, which is basically eating just macro-based foods. Like if it fits your macros, go ahead and consume that for that meal. So like a Pop-Tart or like a bagel or something along those lines. That's kind of called a dirty load. It can even be going out to get IHOP pancakes or a burger if it fits like your specific macronutrients that you need for that meal. Which obviously macros are carbs, proteins, and fats. But what we do, we kind of take foods that my body's very used to eating, digests very well, processes very well, doesn't make me bloated. We take foods like that, it's very minimalist, and we make meals out of those. And I have found that my body does really great on that, really great. So we take like 2 sources of protein, chicken and turkey. We take a couple sources of carbs, sweet potatoes and rice, and then a few sources of fats, peanut butter, coconut oil, and olive oil, and then maybe like banana and asparagus. So that's a very small list. It actually makes my life a lot easier to have that small list and just rotate through those meals. What else? Oh, yes, okay. I hope it's not too windy. So last Junior Nationals last year, I experimented with keeping artificial sweeteners in for a little bit and processed sodium, like hot sauces, in until like the day before a show. And I noticed my body did not do well on that at all. It held water. It didn't digest very well. It made me just like puffy looking. It didn't work for my body at all. And I actually, the next couple weeks, I actually competed again. I started off 7 days out cutting all artificial sweeteners, all processed sodium, and my body really dried up nicely. It had a fine time like with digestion and processing water and everything. So that is something that I have found that really works for me. I cut those things out 7 days prior. Now Steve, on the other hand, he can keep those in until like Tuesday and he'll be completely fine. But for me, my body's very sensitive, so that's what we do. And oh yeah, not even like gum, like not even creamer, literally nothing except like the staple foods that I just talked about. So that's what I do for peak week. Very simple, very clean, whole foods, very eating the same kinds of things so that my body doesn't get so out of whack and gets like, what are you doing to me on this week? A lot of people take all these different variables and try and throw them in on the last week, but their body is just like, what are you doing to me? I don't know how to process any of this. So that's how my body responds, at least, and that is what we are doing. So you guys saw our grocery haul last night. It's literally like 5 different things that we're eating right now, and yeah, so that is my peak week for you. Steve's peak week is pretty similar. He obviously has a lot higher carbs right now for his carb depletion, but right now my main sources of carbs are peanut butter and asparagus. Yeah, so that's my peak week. I thought I would explain a little bit as to what we do and why we do it. And yeah, I'm going in. We're going to do a depletion workout. The reason for depletion workouts, you want to do just a few exercises. You don't want to tire your muscles out. You want to, because you still want to be able to just bring nutrients to the muscles, get blood moving. You want to go till almost failure, but use lighter weights for your workouts. Like I'll choose 4 to 5 exercises. That's what we do until like Tuesday, and on top of cardio, and that just helps the body continue to get depleted on top of the depletion macros, which is what we're on right now. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. Scary. Okay, hope that makes sense to you guys, especially if you guys compete. I know y'all can relate. I know that there's so many different ways, so please don't take my way and think it's gonna work for you. But just thought I would share my experience. Okay, bye.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight.